Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mahjong Talk. I'm your host, P.O.D. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my latest videos. Okay, so it appears that there's another event coming up, and usually I'm late for these things. Let's see, limited time return for return of favorite outfits. So I guess this is something pretty new. I've never heard of this event before, but I guess it's about voting tickets. And as you guys can see, I have one voting ticket. Let's see, log in one time. So basically, I'll just claim that ticket. I don't know exactly what this event is about, so let's see. During the event, complete event missions, get voting tickets, vote for the outfit you want, and see them return. After the end of the voting event, the three events with the most votes will return. Okay, so basically, I think it's just basically adding more to your characters. So basically, whatever outfit they want to, the people want to put in, they'll basically put in a vote, I guess. So if you have any characters you want to have different outfits for that the outfits didn't return, then yeah, just check this event out. Let me just check this out. Oh, okay. So basically, they have a poll, and you basically put the vote in. Okay, so let's just get into the game, shall we? So what I want to talk about today with you guys is something called P.O.D. So I learned this from a YouTube video I watched during this week. Let me just check my notebook. I remember I wrote down the video, the YouTube video. I will put it also in the description down below, so you guys can check it out. It's a TED Talk, actually. It's the title of the video was called. Let me see here. What one skill equals an awesome life? So, it was done by a doctor of psychology, I believe. I believe child psychology. I believe her name was. Let me just pick her name real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Her name is Shimi Kang, and Shimi Kang, I think. I think that's her name. If I'm mispronouncing that, please correct me in the comments. So basically, what she talked about in this TED Talk was about what do we humans need in order to have a very, I guess, a better life, as it were. And the way she started her TED Talk was basically talking about her and her experience having three kids, and of course, she was a Harvard graduate that had a degree in, I believe, child psychology or just psychology in general. And she actually showed a picture of her very completely exhausted with her kids. So, it shows, she was showing to the audience that basically what we humans really need to have a very fulfilling life, or at least a life that is worth, I guess, talking about, or a life that's worth it for us as human beings, is a life about adapting to different environments and different stages of life. And so the thing of it is that and the weird thing is that when she was talking about this with us humans, she was going into an area which I never thought the discussion would go into. She was talking about dolphins and how dolphins was basically, they basically do things that we humans are not doing now, such as there's something called P.O.D, which I put in the thumbnail. P.O.D is an acronym for something that dolphins do that we humans need to implement in our life to live a better life. The first word, P for P.O.D, is play. We humans, we've lost our ability to play, and I actually agree with this, because I remember growing up in the 90s. Growing up in the 90s, we didn't have tablets, and even we didn't even yet have a cable modem. Actually, the internet was basically using your phone line. And you guys probably, if you guys grew up in the 90s, you guys know how slow that was. Without a cable modem, let alone the internet that basically showed websites like, like Mahjong Soul or YouTube, or what I'm presenting to you guys right now through, me recording videos. It was a lot difficult to actually have the internet, give us these instant gratification of video games and, information streaming at us. And the thing of it is that back then we had to use our imagination. When we had toys, we basically use those toys to enhance our imagination and create different scenarios. I think the best way to illustrate how kids grew up in the 90s was Toy Story. Toy Story actually showed like, you know, how kids grew up, like basically just having toys and nothing but our imagination. And when I mean Toy Story, I mean the beginning sequences when Andy would basically use his imagination to kind of create a world for the toys. And somehow his world basically creates a story. And I think that's what we as people kind of like lost when it comes to building building creativity within ourselves. Because imagination has to start with creativity. And the thing of it is that since technology has become so rampant, we have been constantly giving our kids, like, you know, iPads or cell phones, computers, to basically, you know, get them away from us so we can focus on our busy lives, you know, doing office work, like, you know, that doesn't really matter to us. And basically, coming after that is O in pod. And O represents others. So basically our ability to engage with others and our ability to, you know, socialize and be able to play with others. You know, like, you know, just having fun, like, together. And obviously because of the pandemic and because of, you know, the computer age, we have become a little bit more isolated from each other because we kind of, we do have this problem of basically social awkwardness, as well as not being able to communicate with each other because we're so used to being on computers and, you know, talking to friends online rather than talking to friends, like, you know, outside of the computer, or outside of the internet, as I should say. So that's also another factor. And also being able to engage with others is also a great skill. I also have to work on that as well for myself. So, you know, I'm not, you guys are not alone if you guys feel like you're socially inept, because I'm also in that arena. And what else? So D in pod. D represents, I'm pretty sure D represents, it's not diversity. Like I had it in my head. Like I had it in my head right now. This is the reason why I have to write stuff down. Oh my goodness. Oh. I basically had to look it back up, guys. It's downtime. That's why, like, you know, like basically, like, I had to look it up again. But you know, we all have fails. We all have fails, guys. Like, you know, I guess I might as well just upload it because, like, you know, you guys already see me, like, basically miss out. So basically, this is a note to me to basically write stuff down. I have to write this stuff down because I thought I would remember it for this video, but apparently no, apparently not. So when you think you're gonna remember something, you have to write it down. Anyway, so basically D represents downtime, and the thing of it is that we humans have become so busy because we have been dedicated to, like, living in a life where we're constantly working all the time, and people think that time is money. But at the same time, money is less than time, because time you can never get back. And downtime is always the best thing for us because it allows us to, like, reflect. It allows us to, like, you know, distress. It also allows us to, like, kind of unplug. And that's the thing that I think a lot of us miss out on, is because we all want to unplug so bad, but it's our responsibilities that kind of feel like they shackle us to a life where we feel like we're constantly locked into something. And the thing is that I feel as if we as people kind of, like, we kind of lost touch with that. We kind of lost touch with the fact that we humans, we don't have to do, we don't have to always be in survival mode all the time. And I think it's because the way our society works, especially for, like, economic purpose, like our economy as well, is that it kind of trains us to basically feel as if we're constantly in survival mode and not thinking about anything else. And this is the reason why some people become, I guess, millionaires and some billionaires, because they get into survival mode and they get tired of it and they feel like, oh, what can I do to make my life less survival mode-y so that I can have my time back? or at least gain time to basically reflect on stuff that is important to me. And that's really hard to do. It's really hard to do. Nice. I think I'm gonna get a lot of points with this one. Nice. Doing pretty well, guys. Doing pretty well. I think I'll discard this. So basically, the thing of it is that I think we humans have to play more. We have to play more. So, I mean, like you can take my advice, or you just think that I'm basically talking like crap out of my pants. But at the same time, I do believe we humans do have to play, but we also have to learn how to create things on our own, such as it doesn't have to be something like, like a revolutionary invention or anything like that. It's just something that you invent just for invention's sake. You know, like, some people invent like life hacks. Some people invent, certain ideas or certain like mind-blowing ideas. Like, with these videos, I try to think about what is the things that you guys probably don't think about because you guys are so busy with dealing with, your job, or dealing with like the dynamics of your family, dealing with like the dynamics within your friendships, or just hanging out with people in general. And this is why I like deep conversations, because deep conversations kind of like make you think about the things that you haven't really thought of because you've been so busy. And when you actually think about it, you begin to realize that life is more than just like, you go into work and you constantly having to basically put everything on hold just so that you can put like have money in the bank to basically put food on the table, or pay for your water bill, or pay for your electric bill, and all that stuff. Now these things are important. Like, obviously you need water, you need shelter, you need like food, and all that stuff. But I think people kind of like really love to like they really like to hammer this point where basically like they like to basically put their responsibilities up on the table. Like, they basically like to put their responsibilities into other people's faces, so they can basically say, oh, I don't have time for that because I have to be responsible. I don't have time for that because I gotta provide for my family and all that stuff. And I know this is like basically them trying to explain why they can't do things, but also like many humans would probably point that out as an excuse. And this is why, like, I think mental health is becoming a big deal for like a lot of people, because they realize that life is not just about like, just working and providing for everybody else. Oh, and the game's over. Okay. I thought the game would go longer because we were on East 1 for so long, but I guess it's over and I got first place. Nice. Let's see here. Okay. Uh-oh. Guess my connection is like going off. Did I get anything? Yeah, I can claim these votes here. Okay, let me just get to my main screen here. Okay, good. Okay, guys. Let me just get over here. Sorry. Okay, guys. I hope you liked what you saw. If you like what you saw, consider hitting a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my latest videos. I'm probably gonna I lost my train of thought there. I lost my train of thought. But like, just remember pod. So if you guys like feel like you're struggling with life or whatever, remember playtime, like play, others, as well as downtime. So basically give yourself these three things, and I would have to say maybe your life will like open up to more possibilities than you think it would. And yeah, if you want to follow me on social media, you could follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And if you also want to engage again with me or any of my friends on Mahjong Soul, you can engage with us on the New Bridge Discord server, which all of the links will be in the description down below. And also, if you want to catch the Twitch live streams, I will be streaming not only Mahjong Soul, but I will be also streaming other games as well, such as Fall Guys, and the current game that I'm playing is Lost in Random. So if you want to check those out, please be sure to check those out. And if you want to catch the Twitch live streams, you can catch me on Monday and Wednesday from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, along with Saturday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, so I believe that's all I got for today for you guys. And I will have to say what I always say in after every video: everyone is precious. You guys are just as precious as everyone else. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.